Okay. Unfortunately, I am not alone. I brought some friends with me today. I could do this all day, but we have to bring out the other people. Don't make me take my shirt off, because I will. You got 50 quid. I've been working on my... Don't throw any fruit. Guys, the video didn't work, but instead I got to come out 45 seconds earlier. Okay, if you haven't been to one of our panels before, which you probably haven't because we've never been on this side of the world because we're crazy busy and people have kids and other boring reasons, we're going to take questions for most of the panel because we never get here. And instead of me talking to these guys, I want you guys to talk to them. The rules are, ask a Critical Role related question. Nobody cares about your voiceover question. Also, please don't tell your entire life story when you get to the microphone. You can send us a letter. We read all of them. If you brought a gift, don't go up to the microphone and say, I don't have a question, but I did bring a gift. You can give it to somebody that's going to be over here, somebody that's going to be over here. Ask one question. Don't ask the entire cast a question, because then they all have to answer, and then that takes forever. Without further ado, I would like to introduce the cast of Critical Role. Taliesin Jaffe. Marisha Ray. Liam O'Brien. Sam Riegel. And Matt Mercer. Wow. Guys, is it okay if I straddle this close to you?
You can straddle as close as you want, Brian. Oh, God.
I'm just kidding.
I think that's illegal in this country.
Oh, boy. Guys, we're finally here. We finally made it to Europe. And look at this. Look at what was waiting for us this whole time. Okay,
I have a question before we start.
Please.
Is this stage fog or is this just the weather here?
I think a lot of people are vaping.
Oh,
I think is what's happening. Okay, if you came here from somewhere other than England, raise your hand. Oh my God. Okay, if you're in cosplay, stand up for us so we can see you. Oh yeah. Wow. Oh yeah. Wow. You guys look fantastic.
Is that a glowing lollipop in the back of the house?
It is, yeah.
Yes, it is.
You can see in the shadows.
Oh, there's another one over there.
Well, guys, how does it feel? Crazy. Wait, do you not have a mic?
Do you not have a mic?
Oh
What?
my God. Address
Is there
the
an
people.
extra mic in the house?
There was one backstage.
There was one.
There was one.
Oh, there
backstage.
was. I'll get it.
Okay, go back.
Producer, hard at work.
There you have it.
Well, guys, it's our first time to the UK all together. I think next time we should probably maybe, I don't know.
Check.
It feels like these people would do well with a live show. Okay. All right.
Hey, does anybody here like Dungeons and Dragons?
Okay, in an orderly fashion, you can begin lining up. There's a microphone here. There's a microphone there.
Walk, don't run.
Be kind to
Lifeguard
each other.
rules.
Be kind to each other.
Orderly fashion.
We're all critters.
Seated critters are considered difficult terrain.
Be very respectful of all your fellow attendees, please.
Yeah. Okay, so here's what we'll do. When you get up to the mic, I'll point to you. Say your name and just say your first name and where you're from. You don't have to give all your personal information out unless you want to and you have good credit. You can let us know. We'll start over here. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Ryan, and I'm from Glasgow.
Hi, Ryan.
I was just wondering, now that you're low level, they're vulnerable more statistically, but also they've been really vulnerable emotionally. Matt, how has that changed how you plan for a session, knowing that they're going to be more vulnerable in the way they deal with it as characters, not just with their powers?
It's a nice change of pace from the end of the last campaign, in which it was like, what cards could I throw at you? High-level druids, man. like when you get to like the upper tier of levels in D&D, it's a perpetual challenge to think of how to make it difficult without seeming unfair or turning into a slog. So I've been enjoying having them much more vulnerable statistically. As far as vulnerable emotionally, I think that just comes with us being broken people in general. So I don't think it's much of a level circumstance.
Same.
I will say, however, the longer a character has played through the game, the easier it is for you to cherry pick the various things that's important to the character to destroy them. So I think at any level they're vulnerable, really. Good question.
Highly manipulative.
Yeah, at the end when you were wondering what to throw at us, the answer was our loved ones.
Wow. That hits.
Look,
That hits
man.
hard.
It's the weird scenario of being a dungeon master when you have to get in the mind of a villain and to make him feel realistic. And you go to some dark places. Therapy's been very helpful.
Yes. Yes.
Just a little strangulation between friends.
Nothing.
Just to see how it feels. Hey, buddy.
Here we go. One question in, and it's already going there. If we can do this too for everybody that's in line behind the first two people at the mic, if you're comfortable and you are physically able, if you want to take a knee, that way everybody else that's getting the view blocked at all these gorgeous faces, that might, okay, yep, sorry, thank you. Was completely my idea. Sam did not whisper that to me 5 minutes ago. Go ahead, what's your name and where are you from?
Hello. Wow, that's how I sound. My name is Wouter. I'm from Holland. Hello.
Welcome.
Shout out to all Holland critters. First off, thank you so much for eventually coming over the pond to greet us, because I know I'm not the only one that's been waiting for this a long-ass time.
Same.
We love you all so much for what you've brought to the table, pun intended, for D&D, but also just for all of our lows. And now for the question. At the end of the first season, we all saw the emotional ending of the first campaign. Do you have any story, not stories, just one, of an emotional thing, not maybe on that scale, but some emotional breakthrough, like one session that really stuck to you, which we haven't seen, of course?
From the home game, you mean?
Yeah, or just one of your one-shots that you run outside of anything that might have come on live.
Someone's chanting.
What's happening out there?
I don't know. I think someone's on strike.
It's the people we left at the autograph table.
Whoops.
So, yeah, who wants to?
I think when Pike died from
Yeah.
the Glabra Zoo, that broke all of us in ways that we didn't know we could be broken.
That was pretty rough.
Yeah.
I remember, as far as like not part of our game, I ran a expedition to Ravenloft, 3.5 game years before the stream with other friends of mine, And I emotionally broke my friends in that one. But in ways I wasn't expecting. Like my friend that was playing the game, Damien, he was playing a paladin who loathed undead, and then because of the corruption it took on his form, eventually he began to watch as his skin pulled tight against his skull, and he began to resemble the thing that he hated. Apparently, he was going through some rough stuff in his life, and that emotional switch in his character became a focus, like a therapeutic focus for him. And so he used this depth of self-loathing within his character as a way to deal with things that he was dealing with internally, and it ended up, he told me afterward, it was a really good outlet for him. So that's, I guess, an example.
Oh, here's just the coolest example ever off the top of my head. Matthew Mercer, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for sharing. Oh, and tomorrow I have a photo session with you, and I'll bring you a small present.
Well, I mean, small is relative, I guess, but that's fine. I guess if you want to spoil it ahead of time. No, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
I'm also calling your bluff on the t-shirt.
What do you mean?
Take it off.
Oh, okay.
I'm pretty sure he's coming on to us now. And I'm okay with it.
I'm okay with it. Everyone here seems so sexy. Please, your name and if you can.
Hey, I'm Lewis from the north. And,
Hello, bud.
Lewis from the north.
so many of us look to you for inspiration in our own games. So I was just wondering where you, Matt, look for your DM inspiration.
Oh, good question.
Solid.
Right here.
I mean, to be honest, though, and any person that's been DMing for a while, when you find a good group of friends, you find yourself DMing not so much for how you can make it interesting for you, but how you can make it the most fun for them to dig into. And I think once you get to know your players, they become a really, really good fuel for why you want to improve and what things you want to do that you think might allow them to really enjoy and dig into the story. But I mean, I can't say that, Chris Perkins is a huge inspiration. He's both a great storyteller, and he's been a huge part of what D&D has become in recent years. My friend Mark Humes, who did the live show for High Rollers yesterday, been a longtime friend of mine, and Satine Phoenix, who's an incredible friend and Dungeon Master. Every Dungeon Master I've come across or had the chance to play with, there's always been something that they've done that I've walked away with going, that's really cool, I hope to incorporate that in my games. So I'd say any Dungeon Master I've had the pleasure of playing with, really.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, good question.
What's your name?
Hi. I'm not sure if it's actually cold here or if I'm just having the first fangirl moment in my whole life.
Are your nipples hard?
Maybe, yeah, maybe.
Probably a little of both.
My name is Max. I'm also from Holland. First, thank you for everything. Like, D&D is a really big part of my life. Matt, question for you. When you start building maps, like when you build maps like world maps or city maps, where do you actually start and how do you get your inspiration there?
Well, don't worry, guys. We'll get to a question for you at some point here in the future.
I can take this one,
But
Matt.
until then.
I can take this one.
You do have a throne. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
He starts with the sewage system and works up from there.
That's kind of true.
No, it's not. Honestly, I wish I could say I had this super intricate process that's a well-learned. I just like drawing what a shape of a continent should look like. Like, oh, this is a fun, there's a little island here, that's cool. Little bay inlet. And then I'll be like, all right, well, I should probably put some mountains here, and then I'll draw some mountains. And most of it's just kind of improvising on paper, and then posting it online, and then looking at Reddit telling me that all my rivers were wrong and don't make sense. So that's fine. Yeah, I've had to learn a lot of things about geography and biomes and how things work to try and make it somewhat, but not fully, realistic because the world's magic. That's the thing now. The rivers don't fork naturally like this. They do in a world that's full of magic. Magic rivers. But yeah, it's looking at maps that exist out there. I've actually had a really fun time looking at real-world maps for comparison to how land bridges form and how islands form, and looking at where mountains and fault lines happen to, connect and one lead the other. So honestly, looking at real-world maps are a great inspiration.
All right, thank you. And I love every single one of you.
Oh, thank you.
Love you too.
Thanks for coming all the way from Holland. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Matthew from Wales.
If you have a question
name.
for Matt, ditch it.
First of all, I just want to say all work, no play. Brilliant.
Yes.
Legit, please.
Yes.
Marisha, don't cancel the show.
Unfortunately, my question is for Matt, but I'm hoping the rest of you will forgive me.
Can we take a nap? We are jet
Take a nap. I'll wake you guys up.
We're super jet lagged, so that's fine.
Matt, as it's your first time over here, hopefully you'll honour me by answering the question correctly. McCree, what time is it?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Denied.
Nope.
Denied.
What's your name? Nope. Somebody didn't read the. What's your name?
It's 3:17. You get one. I know what you look like now.
Hi guys, I'm Giuseppe. I come from Italy. Hey. I just flew here from one of the southernest countries in Europe. Malta is a tiny island.
Oh yeah.
So it was a long flight, but totally worth it for you guys.
You have the Popeye Museum, man. Don't think I don't know about Malta. You've got the Popeye Museum. I'm going to be there one day.
Yes!
I am ready for Sweet Haven.
Got you.
I'm ready for Sweet Haven. Don't think I don't know.
So my question was for the entire cast. And I would like to ask them, if you can just play one character for the rest of your career, which race, class, and why would you play just that character?
I don't want to choose.
Wow.
Dipshit.
I already did it, but he's dead. No spoilers.
I kind of have a thought, but I don't necessarily want to say it for when Caduceus dies. If Caduceus dies. Spoilers. This is not necessarily a character, but boy, I love chaos magic. Chaos magic is so much fun. I love the idea that everything can go horribly wrong that easily.
What Taliesin said?
I mean, if we had to be stuck in a character for the rest of our life, we'd want them to be pretty glorious, right? I'm just saying.
Anything where I get to sing. that's about it.
So Scanlan.
Yes. Probably just Scanlan. Scanlan's just me anyway, so.
Brian?
Oh. I would be whatever the hell Terry was because that looked like a lot of fun. Yeah.
You're a very Terry and Darrington type guy.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Long may he reign.
Yeah, safe trip back to the Popeye.
Don't think I'm not going to end up at Malta at some point, because I will.
As for a record, Brian, next Halloween, we can put together a Tyrion costume for you.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I'll start getting my chest waxed.
You are a pretty good headcanon for Terry.
Was I the inspiration? Give the people a scoop, Sam. Was I the actual inspiration for...
I'm going to say right here in front of all these people that you, vapid Brian Foster, self-centered egomaniac Brian Foster, is just too much for Terry and to handle.
Damn. Damn.
He would probably look at you and go, man, that guy's a douche.
Oh, wow. Well, now that that's settled, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Georgina. I'm from a town near Portsmouth.
Shout out for a town near Portsmouth. These people are like, yes, I love that area.
There's like 20 small towns in like a mile radius.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Sounds cool.
It's awful.
Oh, that sounds awful. What's your question?
Sorry, Matt.
Jesus Christ.
Well,
I'm going to lay down.
yeah. Don't worry. Well, you could all answer if you like, but in the last campaign or this campaign, what is your biggest regret?
Oh, man. I don't want to say no. No, it's not that. Whatever that thing you said is that we're not re-saying so nobody gets spoilers. Because the narrative worked out beautifully.
Not killing Trinket.
That's yours. Don't you project that on me. I don't really have any that I can think of. I'm sure there were in the moment, but like even the things that didn't go how I expected worked out really well for the narrative. I'd say I'm sure there were some battles that I wish I'd remembered some rules and some things that maybe I should have paid attention to aspects of it, but you get lost in the chaos of running a game. So aside from like the 7 or 8 people on YouTube that are very angry that I forgot those rules, I'm sure they know they would love for me to change that. I guess I can't think of any. These guys make it easy to not have any regrets. So
No regrets.
Okay.
Thank you. You look awesome, by the way.
Yeah, you look great. Good luck traveling back to your group of towns. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Helen. I'm from Watford, and thank you so much for coming all this way. So we had some great singing earlier in the previous panels, so I suppose my question is for Sam. Do you have any songs that inspire your character?
It's mostly the Spice Girls catalog. I'm giving you everything, all the joy I bring. Yes, I swear. Yes, I swear. No, I think we can learn a lot from the Spice Girls. I mean, they represent all 5 aspects of any character, really.
Great British band.
Athletics, poshness, danger.
Tell me what I want, what I really, really want.
I think we're live watching Sam develop a new RPG system based on the Spice Girls.
That would be amazing.
It's actually
Hey.
Oh God, I would play Spice World.
Yeah, Spice World, the RPG. Yeah.
Earth, wind, ginger.
Look, baby is not a dumb stat.
Oh, wow. Now you've got some work on the plane ride home. Make up a new one-shot.
That's good. Thank you for that.
Hey, thank you.
Thanks, Helen.
Great to see you.
Thank you.
Watford!
We laugh now, but I'm sure there's a GURPS expansion for Spice World
Gotta
already.
exist.
Yeah, they're probably...
Surprised
Someone
me at all.
Google it. Tell us.
I don't think there's any service. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Kaelan, and I'm from Ludlow on the Welsh border.
We know it well.
There are more people here, yeah. Marisha, please, please, please do not get rid of all work, no play.
I feel like I should start taking extortion money or something.
Sam told me to say that.
I did. I actually did. Yeah.
Critical Role's become a huge inspiration. It's a multinational inspiration for a lot of people. It's made a lot of people's lives better. And this question is not for Matt, it's for Brian. Which is, you started out as
Yes, I'll take my fucking shirt off. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. No. Sorry, go ahead.
You started out as a critter just like us, and then you became the critter in the room where it happens. What was it like making that transition into such a huge universe that's just opened up to you?
Well, to be honest with you, it pays to have a lot of envelopes full of very damaging photographs and documents on each and every member of the... No, I, as many of you know, I've been with Ashley since before the home game started, so when she joined, I would hear these stories, like similar to how Sam tells his kids stories. Ash would come home and tell me stories, except I probably fell asleep faster than your kids do, because I didn't know what the hell she was talking about. But then as actually going back to that night that Pike died in the home game, that's the night that I got D&D. I understood like what it meant because I saw how emotional she was. So I'd been watching the show and sort of been in the world with these guys. But when the time came to join it, it was I felt ready in the familial sense, but not necessarily ready for how crazy all of the, there's so many fans and everyone's so nice and it's just like overwhelming, like today just being here, this is insane. Like we've never been here and this is crazy. So yeah, it's a crazy gargantuan thing, but it still feels like a family, and for the most part, 2 out of 3 of us really love each other, and I feel like it's been really good.
And just a quick follow-up.
Don't touch me.
Just a quick follow-up. Who's going to be doing your Between the Sheets?
Ooh. That would be Sir Richard Branson. I don't know. Is that the Virgin guy?
Yeah. Yes.
Sir Richard Branson. No, we're talking about some options. It's highly requested that I just interview myself, but too drunk, too furious.
We just have to find someone worthy.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Arsqueef, yeah, he was here. I think the security wouldn't let him in. Probably because his ID says Arsqueef. Thank you for your question. Hey, what's your name?
Christ, that's terrifying. Hi, I'm James.
Hey, Christ.
Hi, I'm James from Brighton. Any Brighton?
James,
yes.
right?
My question has splash damage. It's for Liam, but I figure Sam or Matt can answer it, but it's for Liam. I have my dad's D20 here, and as a father and as a person who DMs for his kids, what do you think is the most important thing that you've passed on, or had passed on to you?
Had passed on to me?
Perhaps, I don't know what your history is with D&D, so I don't know.
You mean like from me to my kids?
Yes.
Or
from someone else to you?
Well, I mean, everything I learned about D&D, I learned from Matthew Mercer. And he's from Brighton.
As all good people are.
Oh man, and I'll say that we're just bouncing off of Matt's answer from earlier, which is he is taking from his players what he thinks they'll enjoy or will frighten them or get them excited. And I mean, the rules are great. We all try to keep the rules going as well as we can. There's 82,000 of them. But the purpose is for the people at the table to have fun. And so with my kids, I started with fun, and I've added the rules as we go. I mean, all that I care is that my daughter and my son and their friends look amazed or look like they think they're one-upping me or that they are one-upping me, which has happened. It's just about your players having fun. It's really as simple as that.
Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Splash damage.
Didn't, just checking on our time here. Okay, we're good. Didn't Sam pass on his crabs too?
Splash damage.
What's your name?
Hi, I'm Dee.
Hi, Dee.
I'm from a void in the middle of the country called Northampton.
Oh.
I wrote down my question because I knew I'd be very nervous.
Can I just say that I think that your country has too many towns and cities? Maybe you should just condense it into like 3 places.
My question is Matt specific. You recently DM'd for your professional doppelganger, Troy Baker. He seemed like a nervous first-time player. There were glimpses from you of, you're in my house now. Please tell us about that experience.
You're not far off base. Yeah, I mean, Troy had been peripheral to our game for a while and used to give Laura and Travis a lot of shit for playing D&D. And then when the situation came around for him to actually play a game, he called me and was like, hey, can we get lunch and show me how this works? And so we met at an Irish pub, and I got to explain to him the rule system and the character creation. We designed a character together, and for somebody who is so professionally lauded and such a talented individual, there is some sort of delight in watching that figure, also like a foot taller than me and just stupid handsome. It was really nice to just have him look like a deer in headlights. Like, don't worry, buddy. We're going to choose a background. Then from there, we'll work on some backstory, and then you'll just be across from Terry Crews. But I will say, he picked it up very quickly. He was really there for developing the character backstory, and I was proud of him. It was so funny because he created this whole backstory about being this honorable kind of dark captain of the ship, and had built up this whole persona. And then within 5 minutes of having to deal with Taliesin and Jessica, he was like, I guess I'm a drunk doof now. And I'm like, welcome to D&D. Expectations versus reality. I was really proud of him. He did a really good job. And he seemed to have a good time.
He had a good time. We had a talk afterward. He was like, yeah, wow, what? But wow. There was a lot of that.
Good, I'm glad.
Yep.
It was amazing having all of you Alliance people have these elegant, elaborate, tragic backstories, and then the Horde side was like, yeah, putting on the Ritz.
I loved it.
But that's how it's always been, though.
Let's go bomb.
I know. I started playing Alliance when Warcraft came out, and that's what it was. We were all like, these like dark paladins and people trying to help out, and the Horde was like Rafflecopter the troll rogue, and you're lol.
Poor Troy.
That's just.
Poor Troy had 2 goth kids on his side, and we were just doing whatever. Oh yeah, you're the captain. Oh. There was no hope.
Yeah. Thank you. Good question.
That was a great question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Hello. Tell us your name and what you'd like to ask Matt.
Hi, I'm Jade. I'm from the Medway Towns, which is not that far from here. Holy shit, they let more of us out.
The whole cheerleading squad.
I just first quickly wanted to say thanks. Speaking as a trans non-binary person, the effort this season to use they, them pronouns, address people of all genders out the side within the spectrum, with Molly as well, it's meant so much to me and the community. So fuck yes, we are here, you see us, and we see you seeing us, which is really cool. And my question, which I'll pitch to Marisha, sorry, I'll cut through the joke.
Where am I?
Bo and Keyleth are very different ladies, but what I wanted to ask is, as a player and storyteller, if there are particular narrative or character tropes you find yourself drawn to, regardless of who you might be playing at the time.
Ooh, good question. As an actor, at the end of the day, we have ourselves to work with and to start with. So there'll always be a little bit of each person in us, in each of the characters that we play, as we've all seen multiple times. And like currently, right now, I'm a little awkward. So might as well embrace it.
Mood.
Yeah, path of least resistance. Yeah. But yeah, no, I enjoy D&D characters because I like exploring parts of me that I don't normally get to explore in the day-to-day life. So, yeah. What? Huh?
You're saying Tracy.
Like Tracy. Oh my God, you guys, stop talking about me. Thank you.
Matt's face. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And Sam, I love Not so much. He's who I am today. So.
Oh, you look great. Amazing.
Thank you.
Hey, what's your name?
My name is Shiran. I'm from Israel.
Hey.
Welcome.
Thank you. And my question is for Brian.
Hey, oh.
Yes.
Yes.
So far, we've seen most of the cast running their own game in the DM seat. When we're going to see you in the DM seat, and in what setting?
Yeah.
I have an idea. I don't know. All I'll say is I have an idea I came up with the other day, but I don't know.
It's a good idea.
I have an idea. So we'll see. I have an idea, and it kind of revolves around my favorite TV show. So we'll see.
Gee, I wonder which
Alf?
It's Chips.
It's Chips. They don't know what Chips is.
They don't.
No idea what Chips is.
It's the British Office.
It's the British Office, yes. No, they just call that the Office, dude.
I think they called every show here the British.
It's the British?
Yeah, the British Bake Off.
The British
Office.
Luther? The Great British...
Breaking British?
I have a Deadwood one-shot idea that I may do, so we'll see. But thank you, that's awesome. I'm excited.
He's getting
We'll
his
see.
practice in. He's been running a home game for a while with Patrick.
Yeah, I co-DM a home game, and that's really fun. He does all the math, I do all the story. And I asked Matt a lot of questions, because you co-DM'd a game before the home game started. So yeah, it's kind of fun, because neither person gets really too overwhelmed, we found, with too much stuff, because we have 8 players too, so. Yeah. That's too many. I'm ready to get rid of 4 of them. What's your name? What's
Thank
your
you.
question? Thank you. Thank you.
Goodness. Hello, my name's Daisy. I'm from Birmingham. My question's for Marisha. What advice would you give to women, young ladies, and any girls interested in getting into Dungeons and Dragons or tabletop RPGs?
Well, first and foremost, as it has been shown, we're here. We exist. Yeah, I know. Corporal. 20 years ago, definitely been here. Women in gaming for a long time. I think I hear a lot of women say that they're afraid that people are going to treat them poorly, or that they're going to be embarrassed, or made a fool of, and you really do have to just kind of be brave and get past that. And a lot of this question, I think, personally, it takes 2. So for those of you who are in the community, for those of you where you have someone new, and especially like there might be a young woman who's very nervous, invite them in with open arms. We all started somewhere once. And we all remember how nerve-wracking it is the very first time you're playing. But I find the more people of different walks of life that we get in this game, the more interesting and better it's going to be, and the more understanding and open this community is going to be. So women, don't be afraid to get in there, and everyone else, don't be a gatekeeper.
Hell
Thank you
yeah.
very much.
Thank you very much.
And this community is amazing. They will embrace you and take care of you. It's an amazing community.
And to that point too, not every table is going to be your table. Sometimes it takes a few game groups for you to find the group for you. If you have one bad experience, don't feel like you're stuck with that table or the game will never work for you. If you're not in a happy place or not a comfortable place, and you've expressed it and the behavior isn't changing, walk away. As you've seen in this room, there are many, many, many much better people out there that might be willing to have you at their table. So don't feel like you either don't belong if you had a bad experience, or feel like you have to stay because it's your only chance at the experience. You'll find other gamers, and you'll be surprised the awesome people and awesome friends you'll make along that way.
Wow. Yeah. Wow. Very true.
I can't believe I just said it's the friends we make along the way. That's, wow. Okay.
They
Next
left
question.
me so warm and fuzzy inside. Hi, Tess. Stop giggling. What's your name?
Hello, good afternoon. My name's Glenn. I'm a resident of London, and...
London, represent?
You poor souls. No, I'm kidding. No, genuinely, first thing I'd like to say is I want to make a point. Don't look shocked. In this room, barbarians? Anyone? Druids? There are people here brought together, different lives, that are unfortunately hacking goblins, sorry. Also, adventuring, having laughs, making friends. It's entirely your fault. And wholeheartedly thank you. So, I know it's a bit dangerous, Brian.
Yes.
Hello.
One of these guys is going to be a cop. I know it, dude.
There was a cop over there in that line.
Oh, don't point it out.
On the 15th of November, no, sorry.
Yeah.
We get to see you do behind the scenes, talks machina, not so much, to the talk after the show. When will we see you at the table on Thursday? Oh. Sorry, Matt. Sorry.
2 days ago.
2 days ago.
No.
Thursday night, I was there, hair parted down the middle, looking sexy as ever. Talison's glasses on my face. Way
Yeah.
too much powder.
All those tweets were amazing.
Well, oh, yeah. I don't know, man.
There have been
There's
discussions.
been a little bit of discussion. We'll see.
I think we're just all missing out personally.
You don't trust me. You aren't. We got to put up with him weekly. We're masking you. From
It's
the
right, there's an
majority.
ocean, so we're good.
As bad as the parts of me that you see are, those are the best parts, is what Matthew is saying.
But no, we've rest assured there will be a Brian W. Foster in Exandria. It's finding the right narrative time, and when he's paid me the allotted amount that we've discussed to enable his entry.
As long as I can druid shape into a honey badger, whatever it's called. Okay, we have time for one more, they're telling me.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank
Two more questions.
Maybe
Two
two
more
more.
questions.
Yeah, go. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Simona. I'm from Germany.
Hey, wow. Met a lot of Germans.
So first of all, thank you, Liam, for playing a character with a German accent, because it makes me feel so much more confident about speaking English.
Well, I am just glad that I could very awkwardly help you find confidence. Thank you for the wonderful accent to play with.
Also, so sorry, but my question is also for Matt.
Sure.
Go ahead.
So it's more of a, I'm actually looking for some advice. One of my big life goals is to find the most awesome wife. So I was, yeah.
I mean, I better not mess up. She's already got options, apparently.
Just go to Kentucky.
So what's your question?
Yeah, I was just wondering if you have like 1 or 2 tips for me. Sorry, Marisha.
No. I'm glad you can come here for Mercer's dating tips.
Tell the people what they want to know.
Rule 1, prepare for disappointment. Because I don't know how this happened. Honestly, and it sounds so hackneyed, but just be yourself. Because the perfect person and the awesome person is the one who's going to appreciate you for all of your weirdness and your idiosyncrasies and your quirks and your frustrations and your anxieties and your depression and all the things that come with being a human being. And you want to make sure that you don't hide those aspects. You want to find somebody who can see you as a full picture and go, yeah, let's go ahead and spend the rest of our lives together.
Yeah.
It was that German accent that made me fall in love with Liam. So maybe that'll work for you too.
Probably. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm gonna go cry in my seat now.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank
I am
you.
sad to see you go because I could listen to you talk all day.
Yes.
More.
You'll find her.
More.
You'll find her.
Just wait until the sun goes down.
There's kids. There's kids.
Say Dusseldorf.
Dusseldorf.
Oh.
Yeah, boy. Okay, last question. What is your name?
My name's John. Good God, I sound posher than I should. I'm from wherever I decide to park my goddamn chair. My question is for everyone, but it applies less to Mr. Riegel because he lets his husband choose his characters. But when you're designing a character, do you all go first for the race-class combination, or do you go for backstory? Also, can I just say while I'm here that you guys are fucking amazing. You've helped me through some times, and obviously D&D, I know because I've witnessed it, has helped so many people with disabilities find a game that they can play without prejudice or worry. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for that. That you have no idea, none.
Well, I can tell you. I know you said it wasn't for me, but actually last night when we were all awake in the middle of the night, not able to sleep.
After sleeping through half of Macbeth?
Yeah, well, yeah. From 4:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. this morning, I came up with a new character. And I have this great backstory, but I don't know what race or class it is. And actually, it's something I want to talk to Matt about later. So for me, it's always the backstory and the flaws first, and then the whatever race and class sort of pairs nicely with that. But I'm excited.
I'm excited to hear this.
Yeah, I want to have jet lag more often.
I don't think there's one way to do it. I mean, with Vax and Campaign 1, it was as simple as, I want to be a sneaky rogue, woo! And then it just sort of, through playing the game and dorking around with my friends, that formed the character. Caleb in Campaign 2, the exact opposite. I had the story in mind for months and then chose Wizard and then chose Human later because I thought it would help facilitate the story I want to tell. So you can go shallow and then let it layer over time, or you can come up with something complex, which is whatever you think is most fun.
Cool.
For me, though I don't get to play as often as these guys do by any means, when I do play, I tend to lean a little more in Sam's territory, where I'll come up with an interesting personality, something that I haven't had the opportunity to really play or portray in a game. And then once I have a general idea of the persona I want to inhabit, I'll ask the rest of the players and be like, all right, so what do we not have? Everyone's like, oh, well, we have plenty of rogues and warlocks and fighters. No cleric? All right, I'm the cleric. I played a lot of clerics, which is great, because clerics are secretly the most powerful class in the game, and everyone doesn't really appreciate them. So yeah, I'm definitely more story first, and then class is based on what the party decided they didn't need.
Druid, most powerful.
You guys have anything to add?
Yeah, kind of similar to what these guys said. Bo, this go around, started a little bit more of a backstory. I knew I wanted someone who was a bit of a shit kicker and who broke the law, and I was like, well, I kind of like this like extortion storyline thing. That's kind of cool. And yeah, I wanted someone. I kind of said like a D&D Jessica Jones is what I was kind of going for. So, and then Bo's what popped out. So.
Yeah, there's a time and place for doing it either way, but it's definitely, I tend to like come up with the notion of the character and who they are, and then like, what's the math that makes this is kind of usually where I go from there. Although, and then occasionally you come into a group that already exists, and it's what do they need, and then you build from there of like what's, both party-wise of like what kind of power do they need, and also what is the personality that's gonna smush into this the most effectively, and not throw everything off into a giant cacophony of crazy.
Okay, thank you. One more thing, Liam, can you send me home happy and say Dusseldorf again, please?
You want just the towns? There's Düsseldorf, there's Munich, also Köln.
Talk dirty to me, Liam.
Welcome to Berlin.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Great question.
All right, that is all the time we have for today. We love you guys. Thank you so much for waiting all day, for coming out. Thank you. We love you.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, it's a wax seal.
What's the problem?
How do you get off a wax seal?
Just crack it.
Yeah.
You have to believe.
Whatever works.
Amazing.